What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be talking about 8 things every BMXer needs. So these things are essential kind of life hacks. They're very useful when riding BMX, so they're really important to have if you ride a bike. So let's get into it. So the first thing every BMXer needs is proper tools. In BMX there are 2 tools that are very essential to working on your bike. The first tool is a 17mm socket that'll help you work on your axles, your front and your back. That's most standard on most BMX bikes. And the second tool is a 6mm Allen key, hex wrench, whatever you want to call it. That's good for your pedals, for your stem, for your seat post. Those are the 2 important tools that you're going to need. Having your own tools is really important because you don't have to bother the people. You don't have to take your dad's tools and then you lose them and your dad gets mad at you. You don't have to ask your friends for your own tools. You have your own tools. You're going to use them repeatedly. It's a long-term investment. I would invest. I would put these tools in a backpack, in your car, wherever you know you're going to have your bike at, I would put it there. Really important, you need to have a extension if you have pegs. The extension allows you to put the socket in through the peg. If you don't have one, that's going to be difficult. And maybe have a ratchet instead of a old school L key. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do that, so yeah, tools. The next thing you're going to want to invest in is a nice pair of high top shoes. Preferably skate highs, but you can go Converse, Nike, whatever you got. Whatever's there, you make sure they're high tops. High tops are important because they provide ankle support, ankle protection when doing tricks. Twisting your ankles is a very possibility when riding bikes. It's happened to me, it's happened before, it's going to happen again in the future. I just accept it. Cutting up your ankles when you jump off your pedals or something, it happens. You cut yourself. All those times that I've either twisted my ankle, cut my ankle, I always wish I was wearing high tops, and I wasn't. So investing in high tops is really important because it's safety, and it's kind of cool because they're awesome. A nice pair of shoes, $60, should do you fine. So yeah, nice pair of high tops. So now you have your tools and your shoes. The next thing you should invest in is a nice lock. When riding your bike, if you're like I was, a young studious kid without a car, I'd ride my bike from here to there, A to B. I'd ride my bike all over Corona. And sometimes I'd want to get something to eat and I needed to lock my bike up, or sometimes I wanted to go to the gas station, sometimes I wanted to go inside the grocery store. I needed a lock to lock my bike because there's a lot of sketchy people everywhere and you never know. So having a lock is really important. You can stash a lock in your backpack, in your car. Always having one for just in case is a lot better than losing out on your $500 bike, your $1,800 bike, because that's just sucky. A lock, it's better to be safe than sorry. It might be a little bit bulky. It really will save you in the long run. So there's a couple different kinds of locks. There's a U-lock, there's like those wire locks. Really, a lock is just a deterrent to someone that possibly might steal your bike. They know that you're watching them, that you're thinking about theft. And so, better to be safe than sorry, right? So this next item on the list, I guarantee you everyone has it. It's the cheapest thing. You don't even have to go out and buy it. Can anyone guess? Going once, twice, 3 times? All right. Nah, you didn't get it. It is any old clothes. So when you first get into BMX, you might want to be cool, be a cool kid and buy some Vans and get some Dickies and ride in your brand new clothes and get a nice beanie, blah, blah, blah. Why, dog? Why? Who are you trying to impress? You can barely bunny hop. What are you trying to do? So what I would do, I'd get my really old pants, get my really old shoes, and I'd ride those suckers till they rip and shred. I don't understand why people buy brand new shoes, brand new pants to go ride them and fall in the dirt, in the mud, rip their little holes in their knees. My mom would hate it when I do that as a kid. You have some clothes, you have some shoes, you wear them to school, kind of not feeling them anymore. Now you got an excuse. You got an excuse to get some new shit. You ride it, you destroy it, and then you buy some more. So what I'm saying is, ride your old clothes, man. What the heck? Why are you gonna ride in your brand new clothes? It doesn't make any sense. Have another use for your old clothes. Don't just donate it, yard sale. Wear it, destroy it, own it. Be yourself. Be smart. Come on, we're not all made out of money. What the heck? So if you're like me, you like to have a solo session here and there. You like to be a lone wolf. You like to go out on your own and experience and explore the skate park or the DIY or just the local park, you're gonna want a tripod, because how is anyone gonna know about it if it's not on the gram? You need to post everything on the gram, right? So if you got no one, if you're going solo, who's gonna record you? No one. So you need a tripod. Little mini baby tripod, nothing big, nothing bulky, because you don't want to be carrying that around. No one wants to be carrying around that. So you get something small you can fit in your pocket. So I'm a little small guy. Or you get your brother's hand-me-down tripod in case you run it over and destroy it. It's no big deal. So you have a small little dedicated tripod to record yourself to put on Instagram. You need these because you can't always have a friend to record you. And believe me, they do come in handy. What do you think I'm using right now? I'm using a tripod, come on. So yeah, invest in a small tripod, 20, 30 bucks, maybe even less. You don't want something too good because then it'll destroy it. So if it's low in value, you don't care if it breaks. So yeah, small little baby tripod, because that'll be awesome sauce. So you were fortunate enough to have a little mini tripod to record your little Instagram solo sesh. And now how you're gonna go home and you're gonna go and like just post a single clip on Instagram? Like, no, dude, what the heck? It's not gonna get enough likes. So you need to invest in iMovie and Video Shop. You need to have an editing app. Come on, man. You need to up your production value. You need to add some music. You need to have that super zoom in. You need to have those cuts. So go home, go to the app store, find a cool little decent app. You don't want anything with a watermark on the corner, because that's cringe. That's disgusting. I don't want to see any black bars on your Instagram feed, because that's also cringe. Come on, we're in 2019, right? It's almost 2020. You're doing black bars? That's just not acceptable. So go home, find an editing app, learn how to edit. It's a little basic skill you can add to your resume. Come on. And hey, sponsors might be looking at your editing styles and checking out your writing and your production value and all your Instagram likes. So hey, maybe invest in some editing, because how are you gonna be trendy on Instagram? Come on, man. If you don't risk it, how are you gonna get the biscuit? So, this next thing that you need gets a lot of heat, gets a lot of slack, gets a lot of disdain from the BMX community. It's a helmet, man. Come on, you gotta protect the chrome, gotta protect the dome. Having a helmet is really important, man. It's not as cool as you think it might be, but it's really important. Slamming your head on the ground, not fun without a helmet. It's not even fun with a helmet. But having a little added protection can go a long way. I've seen my personal experiences. I've slammed my head. Thankfully, I was wearing a helmet. If you don't like a helmet, if you don't want to wear them, it's still good to have one. Do you know why? Some parks, some skate parks, indoor skate parks, outdoor skate parks, you can't ride the skate park without a helmet. So you might as well have one just in the car, the trunk, just in case you might roll up to some skate park that you want to ride with all your buds. And you don't want to be the only one not riding because you don't have a helmet. So really, it's a long-term investment, probably good for your health. Maybe not as cool, but if you're jumping down like a 10 stair, doing a bar spin or something, you slam your face on the ground, it's better to be wearing a helmet than not. So long-term gain. Last but not least, this last item is kind of similar to an item we talked about earlier in the programming, but it's a little bit different. So me, in my experience riding BMX, I've bled like so much. I've like ripped shirts, I've ripped my pants, I've ripped shoelaces, stepped in mud, shit, done it all. And thankfully I had a whole kit of a shirt, shorts, socks, underwear, shoelaces, shoes, glasses. Oh, I broke my glasses. A whole another kit of clothes in my car. The reason I do this is just in case I ever rip something, I have another set of clothes that I can depend on. Because when you're out on a session, yeah, rip a shoelace and you don't want the session to end. You got a shoelace right in the car and you're like, perfect. So I recommend, if you're an older viewer and you can drive, definitely have an extra set of clothes in your car. Really important. It's worth the 10 minutes it'll take to compile the clothes. Put it in your trunk, put it behind your seat, put it underneath your seat. Never have to think about it ever again until that moment comes when you need it. So it's really important to be prepared. So I'm gonna wrap it right there. Those are the 8 things every BMXer needs. From experience, from failures, from wins, from successes. I know it. Trust me, if you do these things, if you follow these 8 things, if you spend the time, spend the money, invest, your life will be simpler. You'll be thanking me later. And you're like, why didn't I think of this? So you're welcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you in the next one. Peace.